All right, guys, I got the alternator on there. Like I said, getting it off was a little bare, but now that I've done it, I know how to do them. One thing, you guys, most of the tools you're gonna need, I took the windshield wiper motor off. I took the jug out for the fluid, the windshield wiper fluid, and you got to disconnect this, and you got to pull that bar out, that support bar out of there. Now, most of your tools that you're going to need is between 15 and 10 millimeter. You're going to need them. I got this little set over here, plus I got 15 over here. You're going to need a little flex head. You're going to need probably a little stubby wrench or not, because there's a bolt. There's two bolts behind the back here. One bolt holds the, well, both of them pretty much hold the alternator on. There's a bolt back in the back. There's two of them back there. There's one on both sides. And the other bolt, pretty much, it helps stabilize the alternator, plus it holds your power steering lines on. You got the power wire, which is on the side. The power wire is the only thing on there that's got a bolt on it. And then in the back, there's a clip back there. And your tensioner is right down here. Your tensioner is right here. And it takes just your standard 3/8 ratchet. I used this Pittsburgh flex head to get it, to pull the tension off of it. So it's pretty much, and guys, whenever you do this, don't take that belt all the way off. You don't have to take the belt all the way off. Once you get the tension off, you just pull that belt off of there. That's it. Because if you're trying this for your first time, you get this belt off of there, it can be a nightmare to get back on if you don't have a diagram or something. Because there's like 3 or 4 different pulleys on here on top of your air conditioner pulley, the crank pulley. You got the tensioner pulley. Then you got it's just, don't do it, guys. Don't do it. So actually, there's 1, 2, there's 3, 4. There's 4 pulleys plus tensioner pulleys, so that makes it 5. Then you got your power steering, you got your water pump, and you got your air conditioning down on the bottom down there. So you do not have to take that whole belt off. And then you take this off. You need a Torx bit. I got a snap-on one that takes Torx bits. Let me see if I can't tell you. That is T30. It's a Torx bit T30, and that there's for your windshield wiper motor. And then the rest of this right here, these here are 10 millimeters. This will hold the fuse box on, and then these right here are 15 millimeter. These right here are 15 millimeter. So at first it was a bear, and you're going to need a ratchet strap because you got to take these motor mounts. All you got to do is take. It don't matter what side you take off. You take this side off or that side. It doesn't matter. And you pop these up to get them out of the way. And then I took a ratchet and put one of the hooks right there. And then I tied it around this right here. And then I ratcheted it until the engine came forward. Now another way you could do it too, if you kind of live on an incline or whatever, you take them off, put it in gear, and then the engine will come forward and you can lock it. Sometimes it'll stay, sometimes it won't. But another thing too, I had a little time. Right here's the bolt bracket for this bolt right here. This is the bolt bracket right here. I had to loosen it up and play with it a little bit, but I got it on there. So I just fired it up. Everything works. My light went off, so I know I'm good now. At least, hopefully, I'll never have to do that again. And then one day I'm gonna have to tackle these valve cover gaskets. And the back one back there, looks like you're gonna have to take the whole intake off to get to the back one back there. Fun. Because you got coil packs and everything. So I'll look into that down the road, but eventually it's going to have to be done. So we don't use this van too much to do any long haul traveling. We just mainly, within 100 miles or whatever, mainly just use it to pick our grandbabies up. So we'll keep an eye on the oil. I don't know, maybe one day this van runs pretty good, guys. I've seen them get almost 300,000 out of these things. I use synthetic oil. So so far so good. Transmission's acting a little goofy, but we'll see what happens. All right, guys. Well, I hope I answered a lot of your questions for you. Also use the stubby wrenches, stubby flex head. This is the old Craftsman USA locking flex head. I got these things for like $2-3 when Sears was closing out of them. And make sure, guys, that one bolt in the back, on if you're staring at your alternator, the one bolt on the right side, you do not have to take that bolt out. What you do, you take the bolt off the top, and that relieves the hanger for the your power steering lines. That's these lines right here. They go around your alternator. You take that bolt all the way out to 10 millimeter, and then there's a 15 underneath that 10 millimeter. You just break it loose. You don't have to take it all the way out. You just break it loose. And it's got a gap in the back there, and the alternator just pop right out. So I think I covered that in my other video. Well, make sure you always, I disconnect the ground wire. Always disconnect your wire, because the wire back there to your alternator is hot. You don't want that thing touching everything, getting sparks going. Look like a 4th of July show under your car. And if you got a real bad oil leak or fuel leak, you can catch a fire. So always remember, safety first. Just take the ground wire off, and you don't have to worry about nothing else. So, and then another thing too, when you do your alternator, I always recommend you clean your battery post. This battery has only been in here about 2-3 months, but I still recommend you clean your battery post, and that there will help you. I also help with the charging system too. Well, this is why I don't like front-wheel drive cars, guys, because they are a lot harder to work on than rear-wheel drive cars. And the 4-cylinders can be a little bit easier, because most of the time the plugs are in the front right here, and you don't have all this crazy stuff with these V6s. But the 4-cylinder's a little bit easier, but still sometimes it's tight on the front of the motor. This is the front of the motor right here, guys. For you, those who didn't know, that's the front of the motor, this is the side of the motor, because the engine's in here sideways as a front-wheel drive. I'm not trying to belittle anybody, but some people don't know. Some people say, well, that's the front of the motor. No, it's the side of the motor. Actually, that's your left side. If you're staring at the car, it's your right side. But if you're sitting in the car, it's your left side, driver's side. Let's put it that way. So if you look in V6 rear-wheel drive cars, you'll see it. Well, guys, I think I covered about everything on this. I wish I could have filmed it taken off and on. I don't have a stand yet. I'm still working on that. Heck, I just got me a phone here first of the year. And I can't do a camera because our internet out here is just weak. So I have to find some kind of phone system, or got to find something to hold my phone so I can use it. And then eventually I can videotape some things. But I got other projects going on. I just trying to get my shop together, trying to get a door and everything, and then this happens. And then I come out this morning, and my SUV tire was flat. So fun. All right, guys. Well, another thing too, on your jug, there's 3 bolts. There's one bolt here, one bolt here, and one bolt there. And this one down here on the bottom, I didn't take it out. You can see it. Let's see. You see it right there where my finger is, right here. You don't have to take that all the way out, just loosen it up. But the other 2 you got to take out. You have to take the other 2 out. There's one of the bolt holes right there, and the other one's on here somewhere. You'll figure it out once you see it. Let's see if it goes up there, that one up there. There should be another bolt hole right up here somewhere. Oh well, you'll see it once you start to tear this thing apart. So, all right, guys. Well, like this video, share this video, give it a thumbs up. Go down below and check out some of my other videos. Not all my videos are mechanic stuff, because my shop, I ain't got there yet to where I can start working on cars a little bit more. But I hope I answered all your guys' questions. And you might have to take this connection off here too. I don't know. See, I got it loose. I got to tighten it up. You might have to take that connection off, I think, to get that bar out of there. So we'll find out here when I put it back on. But it's been rough, but getting it back in there was easy, because all you got to, at least they give you plenty of room back there to maneuver the thing around. Well, other than that, man, there ain't no more room in this thing. And you have to pull the engine forward. You have to, guys, because you cannot get that alternator out of there without, well, I could probably got it out of there, but it's best to pull it forward because you can get to your bolts a little bit easier. So, all right, guys, till the next time. Bye-bye.